The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cards of the Heart and welcome back to Puzzle General's Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2021. And we are just about done with the group stage. Oh yes, we will hope to bring you some extra spicy V-Hard bracket matches shortly within the next couple of weeks. But we're going to try to get in a couple of more group matches, particularly in Group A, before we go on with that. And we will start with our overall number 8 seed, WiredWicky, taking on the number 17 seed, Junkyard Dave. And to help me call this match are a couple of fine lads within the community. We have our PPL 2020 champion, Tayman.
How's it going?
And I guess I call him the mad scientist that's making part of this possible, Dark Aries.
Long time no see, or long time no hear, I guess, in this case.
Oh yes. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fun today. But first, if you're just tuning into this game for the first time and you're not entirely sure how it works, believe me, you're not the only one, don't worry. I'm going to try to explain in as simple terms as I can how this game is played and how we are playing it in this tournament. Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in August 1996 for North America and November 1996 for Europe. It was also broadcast on the Japanese Teleview service from November 1996 until the service was discontinued in June 2000. As a match 3 puzzle game, if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you'll need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can quickly add up if stacked correctly. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear and then have the panels directly above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will also make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. That said, due to the way this game handles combo garbage as well as the overall speed of these opponents, you will almost exclusively see our players make them run out of time through timely garbage attacks. Easy mode has 10 stages, normal mode has 11 stages, and hard and V-hard, as we call it, have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. Alright, we are just about done with our group stage of the tournament. We started with our 17 players who signed up, dividing themselves into 4 round-robin groups. And for the past month, we have been racing against each other in speedrun races of the 1-player versus mode, playing a best of 5 match format on all of the game levels, easy, normal, hard, and V-hard. So at the start of the match, we had the players agree to the first level to play, and then the loser of that race picks the next level, and so on and so forth until we've either played through all the levels or we've determined a winner. And if we do get to yet another Game 5, Tayman, then we will be able, then the previous loser will be able to pick any of the levels for that Game 5. So please stay tuned at the end of this live broadcast. We will be revealing the top 2 players in each group that will be advancing to the final bracket. And as you might be able to see from Group A here, there's not a lot in this group that's been done. We admittedly haven't been able to get through half of the possible matches at this point, but I think by the end of tonight's action, you'll be able to see just how moot the rest of the matches might be, as both myself and WiredWicky have secured 2 wins against the rest of the group, and it's gonna be, it would be very hard pressed for anyone else to really get a foothold into either of those spots. But we will be seeing Junkyard Dave make their tournament debut to try and do just that against WiredWicky comfortably in the first spot right now at 2-0. And I don't know what else to think about Dave's chances. Dave certainly has more experience with other games, particularly in the NES library, like just being able to speedrun NES Bucky O'Hare on the anti-piracy hard difficulty is kind of insane. So Dave definitely brings some native gamer skill to this format, but man, Wiki's performances have been fairly strong in this group stage. Let's start with you, Aries. What are you looking for most in this matchup?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure because I really can't find the specific word for it, but I know that the word I'm looking for is in the realm of just exciting and surprise and just overall good time. So I'm sure there's a German word for this sensation, but I can't find the English one in my head right now. But that's what I'm expecting.
Possibly intrigue.
Ooh, I like that one. That's what I'm going for. Intrigue. Thank you.
So what about you, Tayman? What are you hoping to see from this match?
Well, I'm always excited when we have a new face show up to these tournaments, because you never really know how well they're going to play or what their skill level is, or if they're going to stick around and become a familiar face in the community, like people like Six and Foxy and Lunar Chimera have in the past year or so. So I'm just looking forward to see Wired play really well. He was playing really well against you in his match, and I'm just curious to see what Dave's going to end up putting up. And even if that's totally fine, it's always exciting to have someone new give these tournaments a shot, and new people checking us out in general, as I see a couple new faces in chat. So welcome, Dave, and welcome to all the new faces.
I can't help but note that Dave was not alone in his immediate world in signing up for this tournament. His girlfriend, Kat Kunoichi, also put in some runs for this tournament, but had to drop out shortly before the tournament started. So we could have had like our first couple in the Puzzle General tournament, which would have been fine to see. But unfortunate we couldn't see that. But I hear Dave and Kat are play the PC clone panel attack with some frequency against other players. So who knows what Dave will be able to bring to this one. This is going to be a very, very tough matchup for him, to say the least. So let's just go ahead and get right to how this match unfolded earlier this week. It is WiredWicky and Junkyard Dave coming at you right now. So, as I said before, both of these players had to agree on a level to start with, and they started on the hard difficulty. I couldn't help but notice that Dave did not submit a V-hard time to the tournament qualifier, so I wonder if Dave is really all that comfortable on V-hard. So I feel like we might just be seeing the earlier levels in this match. And we are about to get things started with Game 1. So let's see how this goes.
See, you forgot about the obvious ploy that's going on here, and it's called Dave is hustling.
I think, the Vegas odds have Dave at a pretty low odds. So I think he's betting on himself.
Hey, that's the perfect time to match fix. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, for the love
I'm gonna not submit a V-hard and get a lower seed, and that's gonna put me low on the Vegas rankings. And then I'll bet on myself, just like Pete Rose did, and then I'll get banned from baseball. I don't think that's part of his plan.
Probably not, but could you imagine if it was? Just saying.
I think we might actually have a name for that in this community. I might just have to call that after the events of the Pokemon Puzzle Challenge tournament from two years ago, the Yoshimitsu. But Wiki is definitely showing why he is here to stay. 2 15s and a 14 to start this hard race. This is absolutely insane. Like, it's fairly common to get a string of 15-second stages together, but that's only for like the top players. And Wiki is definitely showing himself as a top player in this tournament.
I do notice, actually, on Dave's side, they're very hesitant to raise the stack. Like, more so than I would have thought, honestly. Even as a scrub player myself, I generally raise the stack a lot higher than what Junkyard Dave's been doing here.
Dave is still feeling things out a little bit. It's really hard to develop the board vision necessary to make these extended chains. So I think maybe that might be why he wanted to start on hard mode, is because the AI does help you out a little bit, raising the stack more than they do in, say, normal and easy.
So we do have a question from the live chat. How are these two players playing this game right now? Because we've definitely had a bit of an influx of players picking up this game on the emulator and joining our tournaments that way. But these two, to the best of my knowledge, are completely on actual consoles, and we just have these players race against each other. And oh my goodness, that's an 11 seconds on Blarg from Wiki. Yeah, Wiki's had a little bit of experience with this game, even playing this game for several marathons. So I would say Wiki definitely knows how to put on a show and knows what needs to be done in a live setting, even when trying to do his own commentary, which is always impressive to see.
Yeah, I'm really liking.
Wiki's pretty.
No, go ahead, Damon. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that Wiki is pretty familiar with the marathon scene. Actually, does some work with ESA, I believe, in their. I don't know the exact department, but he's pretty active with them, and we've had more luck getting puzzle games into ESA compared to GPU lately. I don't think Wiki has anything to do with that, though.
Well, what I will say that Wiki does have a role in is these combos, like getting that 9 combo going on the board. Whew, on fire.
Yeah, combos are so important in topping off these opponents really quickly, and I think if you get up to 8 or higher, that will send 2 combo blocks in one combo. So that is kind of the holy grail. Tetris Attack players.
Yeah, when you're getting to this level of the game speed, like you're basically just trying to stack garbage as fast as you can, and making combos within the chains is one of the better ways of just building multiple lines really fast. And Wiki has done a decent job of getting a decently sized chains and stacking lots of combos on those chains, just like he did there for that hookbill kill, and bringing out the Blarg strats. I didn't think we were gonna see Tetris Attacker in this match, but apparently Wiki likes calling on him for assistance. Shoutouts to one of our other competitors who uses Blarg as their avatar. Okay, Dave is finally done with Lungefish after 53 seconds. It's a bit unfortunate. Dave is a bit outmatched in this one, as Wiki gets another 20-something second stage. But yeah, we don't want to let any apparent differences in skill level discourage players from joining us. Like we have been somewhat active in doing community race nights within our group in recent weeks. Every Friday we try to get together and do some races of some Pound Upon Puzzle League related thing, and if you're not the best at the game, don't worry. We want to encourage you to do better, because we like seeing more people get involved.
So actually, one of the biggest ways to improve playing this game, honestly, is joining these tournaments. It's very often that the participants will later rewatch the VODs of their matches. And when you're doing commentary, it's a lot easier to see what's going on. That was a crazy combo. Yeah.
Wow. I love that.
But it's very often that participants in the tournaments, they'll be listening to the commentary. And I'm not the greatest at the game myself. Personally, I probably think I would get dead last in any seed that I'm in, because I just have that high of an opinion of my gameplay. Being colorblind definitely helps that as well. But in either case, there's even things that I can see right off the bat that can improve gameplay. Like I mentioned, Wiki's not really, Dave's not really raising the stack all that much. They're also not really doing any lag chains at all, chaining off the garbage. That's another huge thing that a lot of newer players prop themselves up on, because it's a lot easier to plan out chains when you're going off of that garbage. So there's just, even the best players will notice, oh, maybe I can tweak my gameplay a little bit here, when you have other people actually noticing, because the only thing that they have to do is notice your gameplay. They don't actually have to play as well. So it's always really interesting seeing how players take the information from these tournament VODs and then use that to better improve their gameplay.
Yeah, on that note, I think Dave had he had a 5 combo all set up, but did not spot it and ended up getting the 4 combo instead. And it's really important, because if you get 2 4 combos, that's really only going to send 1 line of garbage, because it'll send 2 small side-by-side blocks. The 5 combos are really important in like stacking up that garbage and topping off the opponent as fast as possible. It's just like even I have a hard time with that at times, because I just want to go as fast as I can, and it's just so easy to spot those vertical 4s versus the 5s are a little harder, because there's so many different ways you can arrange them in like plus shapes, in T shapes and L shapes, and it takes some honing of your board vision that takes a lot of practice. So that's one thing for newer players to focus on.
Well, I know. For you specifically, Tay, you got into this series of speedrunning from Pokemon Puzzle League, and that game speedrun really incentivized you to make a bunch of 4 combos. So there was probably a transition period for you where you had to force yourself to not make so many 4 combos within a chain. I know. I probably spent the better part of 9 months trying to get out of that mindset before I set my first record in this game.
Well, plus in that game as well, or at least in my category, you don't really want to do a ton of extra combos necessarily. Where in this game, it's absolutely essential. It's really great how you can have, the three or 4 main puzzle speed games, or between Pokemon Puzzle League, Tetris Attack, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, maybe Pound the Pond if you want to throw that in there. All have some different strategies involved, even though they're all mechanically the same game. Like if each game had the same mechanics, then there wouldn't be much point to having a spring Tetris Attack tournament and a fall Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, but they just all play so differently, and I think that's really neat.
It is really neat, and I hope we just started the tradition of holding two Puzzle League tournaments every year with both of those games. So hopefully we can get more community involvement through those games, and I hope we get to see a good finish from Dave on this level. There have been a few strings of good chains thrown together here, but it's been a bit of a hassle
with the accidental swag chain there. Very nice.
Thing that I'm realizing watching Dave's feed though here is that in comparison to people who maybe are at a higher skill ceiling at the moment, all the stages are generally the same time frame. It's not like there's normally with a lot of the more I can't think of the English word right now, but players who generally have more experience and are at that higher skill ceiling, you'll notice a dip in their times as soon as they enter cave. But Dave at the moment has just been a constant around the same time. So it's kind of an interesting contrast to see between kind of the 2 types of skill levels here.
Just barely missing the kill on Bowser there. Getting one more lined, as we call it. And that's going to extend this stage just a bit longer.
Okay. Go down here? There we go.
There you go.
Finally done. Dave officially clocking in at a time of 13 minutes 10 seconds. So good on Dave for finishing, but it was not enough for this first game. WiredWicky's 735 is good enough to get the first star. Alright, let me confirm what level was decided for the second race, and then we can get that game going. This would be Dave's pick for losing this race, and looks like Dave elected to go downwards in the difficulty, so we are going normal mode next. Stepping down the difficulty and the number of stages that we're playing. Go from 12 to 11. So keep that in mind as we go on with this match.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the easier the difficulty, technically the more normalized the difference between two runners' times are, correct? At least that's what we've been noticing in the tournament.
We generally see less variance between players in the lower difficulties, and it's led to some upset race wins as a result. So I'm really glad I started making players play these lower levels, because it has a, for lack of a better word, normalized the playfield just a little bit. The gap between the top and the bottom isn't as large as it would be otherwise.
Well, I feel for the most part, everyone kind of, as soon as you get in the groove, right, you only practice on those harder difficulties. So when you end up going up against an AI that doesn't even raise their stack, it's like, if you ever watch SpongeBob and it's that old dude trying to cross the street where it's just like slow and steady, that's what the AI is on these earlier difficulties. So it's just a little bit of a shock when you're constantly just trying to mow through things ASAP, and then you just get kind of stonewalled where it's like, can you please just raise the stack, because I've already sent so much garbage and you still haven't died yet, like please. Like, just look at the AI. And to imagine that it gets even slower than this.
This is supposed to be normal.
Right.
This is supposed to be the standard.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure back...
Wiki mistimed a chain there due to the slower speed of normal. It can be hard to adjust to that.
I'm sure when the Super Nintendo was in its heyday and this game came out, everyone was like, oh my god, this is so difficult. And now it's just like, no, it's not. What were we thinking? To be fair, the game lags a lot when things kind of get going. So, like, versus mode against two players locally in this game, that's where you got to go start making sandwiches between rounds, because you'll be waiting a while.
I have personal experience with that, believe me. I practically rely on the lag to improve my chances of winning such matches. So yeah, the first stage, as you might have seen, was only separated by 4 seconds between these two players. So we don't have a ton of variance within this level. Only now is Wiki starting to pull away just a bit, and Poochie's throwing down some chains here. That's a bit unfortunate, but
How you doing?
well, hashtag blame Poochie, I guess. But Wiki is finally done in 30 seconds, thanks to that. Unfortunate. Alright, what do we got going here? Oh.
a good
6
opening.
to 5 into a
lot
6.
of combos.
Oh, he tried going all out on that one to cheese it. Didn't quite work, but this follow-up is going to be pretty strong, and it's going to be a 16 on that one.
Very, very solid time. For normal mode, we found, at least in the early game, you're looking for 6 lines of garbage to kill these foes, because even at this level, these foes will clear so few panels that by the time you get around to sending your attack, they might only have 5 or 6 rows of panels on their side. And yeah, but it's definitely
Another
working.
16 for Wiki.
Definitely working so far for Wiki. Definitely worthy of the Pog face Wiki decided to put in his face cam. I am all for it.
Just making that face the whole time while he plays, holding it very still.
What a mad lad. Oh, it's a nice attack from Wiki, but it's not well timed. So there's gonna be some extra transformation to be done there. Finally done in 22
Look at that
seconds.
AI
Jeez.
trying to get the second tier.
Yeah, even with the different speeds that these foes play at, it's hard for foes at this stage to be able to get to those clears, even at the highest difficulty. So that's part of the reason why you send combos with your chains, because it leads to that garbage transforming that makes these foes want to go up top, and that travel time can definitely lead to their downfall. Dave not quite getting enough chains in right now. It's a very combo heavy attack. I know from trying to do these levels combos only that combos are not a long-term winning strategy, unfortunately.
One thing I'm actually realizing, and I don't know if this is just a difference in capture methods, but the green is a very different shade on Dave's side compared to Wiki's side. And it's making me start to wonder if the hesitation I see in swapping the circle and star panels might have to do with Dave actually being colorblind. If Dave is colorblind, that's props, man. That's props. But it's just something that I noticed because that's what I do.
Yeah, I don't actually know myself. Dave's been, I think I mentioned this earlier, Dave's been fairly involved with task work of NES games like Batman and Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. So that would be definitely quite an accomplishment if that scenario were the case. I'm just not sure. Just not sure. And it doesn't feel like Wiki is on his best game at the moment. Just getting to we're just getting to Piranha Plant at around 6 minutes. But there are a bunch of stages I'm seeing of a garbage getting cleared on. So Wiki has not had the best luck so far, but it's been enough to extend this lead close to 3 full stages at this point. We are on the last stage, by the way.
Yeah, it does seem like Wiki's fallen a little bit out of the flow. That's definitely a thing that can happen in Puzzle League, where you're for some stages for your board vision is just incredible, and you're seeing all of you're seeing all of these chains and combos, and then you just freeze up other times, and you're like, how does anything work? And it's definitely happened to me as well. So not the best time for it to be happening in the middle of the tournament, but he's still doing pretty well against Dave.
Yeah, and Dave's had some good moments there. We did miss it, but there was a stage that they completed that was only 20 seconds long, which is really short and relative to all the time of all the other stages that Dave did. So, there are some diamonds in the rough there, time-wise, per stage.
Yeah. And I think that's... I'm trying to remember, like, to long ago when I was getting better at this game. Because I started playing this game when I was 5 or 7. But I think as you're improving this game, you'll do something cool, even if just by accident, and that'll just feel really good. And you want to keep playing the game to get more of those moments, or get to the point to where you can make those moments happen, like on purpose. It's really cool to, see the game give you like an 8 combo or a 6 combo by accident or in a pattern that you didn't expect. And you're like, ooh, I wonder how that worked. I'm gonna keep playing and figure it out. That was at least how I remember being when I was a kid and just playing around on marathon mode.
Yeah, I think my journey with Pokemon Puzzle League as a teen, I think I got the game in early 2001. I'm not entirely sure exactly, but it wasn't until like 2006 when I was able to actually beat S-Hard without a single continue. It took that long to get used to all the mechanics. So it is
That's
definitely a journey.
Impressive. I mean, you didn't have quick kill strats back then. You just had to outlive the opponent in SR. So I think that's really impressive even now.
Actually, that reminds me of a discussion that we had in our Discord very long ago about how authentic is using quick kill strats in a game like Puzzle League, where, is it actually playing the game as intended and stuff like that? I thought it was a really interesting conversation. It's been long ago, but if you want more interesting conversations like that, because all we do is talk Puzzle League, you should join our Discord. That's the place where all this stuff happens.
Discord.puzzlegeneral.com. You can find us all there, and we love talking puzzles. We love talking the puzzle games that we love playing with everyone else. So please do not hesitate to join us if you are fans of that kind of thing. And I imagine you're here watching this tournament because you are fans of that kind of thing. So if you haven't joined us already, what are you waiting for? Looks like Dave is gonna get close to beating Kamek here shortly, but it's gonna need a bit more work, and there's a lot of 4 combo attacks that Dave's been sending out. Okay, there's a 4 chain. All right.
Hopefully this should do it on Kamek pretty soon. Don't be a butt, Kamek. What are you doing?
There we go.
Finally, solid finish for Dave. Let's see here. I think Dave forgot to dot done immediately after finishing, so the official time is logged in at an 11:59, and I would change those times on request if runners do want their times reviewed for significant discrepancies like that one probably was, but I would say that's still respectable for Dave either way. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough in this one, and here we give WiredWicky the second star. Okay, so for this next race, Dave gave the choice to Wiki for the next level, and Wiki decided to read the room and go further beyond backwards, and we are playing easy for this game 3. And it is trending to be the last, so we would have maybe our first match of the entire tournament to not have a V-hard run in it, which is it's a bit unusual considering how we've done these tournaments traditionally.
Yeah, it's called easy mode, but it's rather deceptive. I think it was noted Tetris Attack speedrunner George Orwell who wrote that war is peace, freedom is slavery, and easy is hard.
Wow, I completely forgot that quote. Thank you for bringing that to light. That just got a whoosh of nostalgia from hearing that quote again.
Good times, good times.
So one thing I do want to point out, though, is that next time the tournament happens, and if we stick with the same format, I can guarantee there's going to be some person who's going to decide to just grind out the best of the lower difficulties, because they don't have to be the best at V-hard. They just have to be the best at all the other difficulties. So, you're going to get... Wait, like, the first match will be V-hard. You got your opponent all riled up. You just keep them back a little bit, and all of a sudden, boom, let's do easy, and then you just take the win. It's going to happen. I'm calling it.
The slingshot effect.
I mean, I think we have a name for that too within the community now. We'll call that the Galloping Conch, because Conch was able to use that in some respect to get a win off of Foxy Man in their group match. So maybe there's something to that.
That's what I love about the tournament specifically this time around. There's so much more strategy involved now when you have to pick out the difficulty to play. Because before I was just like, okay, V-hard, let's just grind it V-hard. But now it's like, oh, I can throw a wrench in your plans right there.
How we're playing all the difficulties now, because I think it lends more legitimacy. I think you were saying, Cards, how submissions to the lower category is something.
Yeah, I really did want more submissions on the lower categories. That was kind of the primary reason why I started requiring this level in the tournament. And I think it's been a resounding success. I don't know about everyone else, but I think it's helped get people involved and get people hype more and more.
Oh, I think it's been great so far, and it made me discover just how fun normal and hard can be, because they can be a lot like the hard, just without quite as much bullcrap.
Yeah. The only BS we're gonna see from easy mode is how uncanny these foes' abilities seem to be at just clearing on your garbage right at the moment you send it. It's very jarring at times, and even with the fancy combos that Wiki is throwing together, it just doesn't help. You gotta avoid the garbage clearing.
I think it happens so often in easy because the opponent, the AI, all they do at the start is try to level off the stack. So depending on the AI's block arrangement, if it's already fairly close to leveled off, or they have a lot of blocks touching the garbage, then by the time you're done with your chain and you send your attack, the AI has already positioned themselves for the clear. So it really, the category, if you're grinding the category, you're just, in a sense, you're grinding out the AI just having chaotic starting positions. And that's definitely a lot more frustrating than just grinding, playing the actual game.
Speaking of frustrating, Whaler just layering an X3 chain off of the garbage. These foes don't know how to chain, I swear. They don't ever get to the level of this mode, which only has 10 stages in it, by the way. They don't ever get to the point in this mode where they learn how to make chains. So
I just had the most brilliant idea watching Wiki's stream here. Okay, so fan mod of the game. It can be in a paneled upon game engine like Panel Attack or something. Versus CPU, call it not paneled upon. It basically like Tetris, where the game is just so annoying because it doesn't play like it's supposed to. And I'm thinking the AI is specifically built that it moves slowly, but as soon as it sees that there's a clear that would touch the garbage, it just moves as fast as possible to get that clear.
I'm sure there'd be a way to program the speed change for when the foe has garbage on their field. That would be so annoying.
Well, we have I don't know if Foxy Man's around, but he is, I believe, pursuing some studies in computer science and has written some algorithms. So if he could get on that, that'd be really excellent.
See, look, the chat from the live stream already loves the idea. So if anybody watches this and can make it happen, I will legitimately give you $20. I haven't decided of which currency yet, but there will be a 20 of something, okay? I don't know if it's American dollars or Canadian pesos or Mexican pesos, but it will be something, okay?
Oh me, oh my! All right, let's actually start looking into this match a bit. Wiki throwing down an X7 chain on Lunchfish, getting a 16-second kill. Dave really not that far behind, all things considered, but Blarg is gonna get an X3 chain from the garbage, and that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Time to down stack. Don't get it? No! Come on, Blarg. Can we not do that, please?
Blame Poochie anyway? Whoa! That is like a cross-shaped 8 combo from Wiki, and the timing's still off! Come on, game! Always punished,
yeah, Wiki's been
never
sending
lucky.
so many combos. It's kind of crazy.
See, do we need someone to make a version of the game that will make us hate it even more?
Yes.
Please.
Right, that's an immediate yes.
The salt is one of the best reasons to play the game and hang around our community. If you wanna stick around and hear me complain about the game for 3 hours on a Friday, and it doesn't cost $12 at AMC, I think that's pretty good entertainment.
Oh me, oh my. Alright, WiredWicky is on to the final stage now. Little over 6
what?
minutes.
A horizontal 6 combo chain.
Okay.
Probably leading to the win.
That's kind of the Pokemon puzzling tradition at this point. The normal, the horizontal 6 combo, leading to the immediate loss. And good on Dave for being able to show off how frequently that can happen on easy mode, no less.
What the heck was that? Yeah, sadly the horizontal 6 doesn't work quite the same in this game due to oh, what Piranha getting a
Piranha? What is this?
It's so
No!
unbelievable. And then the
This
queue lined up right away.
This is why you get to upsets like Galloping Coach beating Foxy-Man in easy mode race. This BS right here.
Oh boy.
3 seconds on Piranha. Are you kidding me? Not
Almost
allowed.
a minute. Ooh.
On easy mode, man. That could have been enough for a 2-stage comeback.
Goodness gracious. What is that time for Wiki? That's a 7:17, all things considered. So at least it's not the slowest run of the match.
I want to point out, though, that normal it's only at 40 seconds. It's not that much different. And hard was at 35 seconds. So the normal was even slower than the hard, first off. And the hard isn't even that much faster than the easy. This was a rough easy.
Yeah, this is being rough for both players, it seems, but yeah, this easy mode, man, just freaking easy mode. I believe that was the only level I got my got a win off of Wiki on too. So yeah, easy mode is easy mode's a thing, and there aren't a lot of runners that enjoy playing it. But the ones that do enjoy it really enjoy it, and I don't know what to say to those people except welcome to the club.
Talking to you, Tetris Attacker, you have a very strange taste in your favorite modes of this game.
Wait a minute! Excuse me, Hookbill?
What is the AI doing? What just
Hello?
happened?
What X5?
What?
You for real?
I'm glad it's over, but what?
I look over and it's like 5 chain. It's like, whose side is that?
You know what?
That's a violation.
I'll throw another 20 if somebody can unlock easy mode and have it go all the way to Bowser.
There
wanna
actually
see
exist
Bowser pull
passwords
off
for
5
that.
times chains.
There is a password that exists for Easy Bowser and Kamek. But,
Interesting.
That has to be a thing. A new easy mode category. Let's do it.
So actually, Dave forgot that. Dave kind of forgot that Piranha Plant was a thing, and actually thought he was done after Hookbill, because he thought Hookbill was Piranha Plant for some reason. So there was a little bit of hesitation from Dave. I'll just have to manually retime this run here to see what the correct time is.
I did the same thing in my match against Tetris Attacker, where I forgot that I had one more stage and almost ended up throwing my whole match because of it.
Ooh.
We'll call that a 1043 for Dave. That's not that's not too bad. not too bad, but for Dave's standards. Unfortunately, though, it is not enough in this instance. WiredWicky, with the 717 easy mode, will be getting the 3rd star and the win. And that will move Wiki up to 3-0 within the group. All but locking the first seed.
Still some solid times out of Dave, though. Like, these are nothing to really scoff at. I mean, when you're entering a tournament where some of the best enter, obviously there's going to be a little bit of discrepancies, but for the most part, these are still really solid times. I don't even know if I could beat the game in these times, personally. So, you know, this is still good stuff.
Yeah, it's easy to compare yourself to the very best players, or the very best people of any craft, no matter what that might be. But that really doesn't matter so long as you enjoy what you do and want to keep improving. So I definitely hope we'll be seeing more of Dave around.
All right,
Yeah.
hopefully we will see more of Dave around. And unfortunately, it's not going to be in this tournament. So that was the only match Dave was able to get in. As we look at the Group A standings, again, Dave does end up finishing this tournament at a record of 0-1. Like there's so many difficulties in getting people together to schedule matches. I'm just not gonna assess any match losses against anyone. So we'll just let Dave finish with the 0-1 record, and Wiki does move on to 3-0 with one more match coming up right after this. I've got to say though, as far as getting the overall #1 seed, as far as the #1 seeds are grouped in this bracket, Wiki would have a race record right now of 9-1 if the tournament ended now, same as Foxy Man. So we'd have to not same as Foxy Man, same as Foxy's race record is 9-2. Wiki's is not 9-1, so Wiki would have the second seed outright in bracket if the group stage were to end now. So yeah, Wiki's been strong in this tournament. Oh my.
Yeah, Wiki's been on a tear lately. I don't know if he's been practicing behind the scenes, but some of the chains he's been able to set up just remind me of players like U-Cards and FFR and Yoshi, just players that know how to find those opening combos into lag chains, and that's exactly what you want to do. Like, maybe he doesn't quite have as much consistency in it. We saw him drop a couple chains, but knowing how to set those up is really going to shave many seconds off of your times.
All right. Aries, any final thoughts about this match we just saw?
Wiki continues to dominate, and we'll see if that domination will continue, or if somebody will put a stop to it. Because everybody always plays Unreal Tournament, but at some point, you're gonna get murked, and you're gonna have to start from the beginning. Single kill, double kill, triple kill, rampage, and even then, it's just fun to re-listen to it. Dave, that was a really good showing. Just keep at it, like we all mentioned, the little tips and tricks to improve your gameplay, and I guarantee you'll be starting to shave off a minute or two off the times just as soon as you start getting comfortable with that and implementing it also.
Alright, well, that's about all the time we've got for this matchup. Thank you to Tayman and Aries for helping me cover that match. We do have one more match for those of you watching live on Twitch. It's going to be WiredWicky against Lightning to wrap up the group stage, so you will not want to miss that, because after that match we will be going over the bracket and confirming all of the matchups that are going to be taking place there. That will definitely be full of hype. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw from this match. We've got plenty more still coming to you before this tournament is over. And I think if I've set this up right, the rest of the videos from this tournament will be up on YouTube right up until we start qualifiers for the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament in the fall. So there's going to be quite a bit more content coming for you guys watching on YouTube still. But for Tayman and Aries and everyone else at Puzzle General, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.